Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard and today we're out here at Holston Creek Reds to start a series, I guess you could say. I've already done a few videos that are kind of like this, but I kind of want to put the label of a series on this. Basically, if you go back and watch the PX3 versus P3X video, I kind of want to start doing more videos like that. The main reason I did that video was just because, you know, the name's really similar and the discs are extremely similar. But I like the idea of taking discs that I find interesting or finding discs that are very similar to discs I already have in my bag and comparing them to the discs I already have in my bag. So I kind of want to start a series like this. Don't really have a name for it. If you have a name for the series, I guess you can let me know in the comments. But the disc that we're going to be looking at in my bag today is the Uplink. I've been liking the Uplink. The main thing I've been looking for in this slot is something that I can get to flip really easy in my mid-range slot. But what I've noticed out of this disc is that I'm getting a lot of late stability. So I can get that easy hyzer flip to turn, but ultimately it's going to flatten out and sometimes even fade out if I give it enough height. And I'm not really a big fan of that. So the disc that we're going to be looking at today, to compare it to at least, is the Flip from Hooligan. Let's see. Just to give you side profile real quick. Say they're very similar. You get similar tops, similar parting lines. The main difference I would say is the Flip has a little bit more of a sharper rim, where the Uplink has more of like a blunt rim. But the main thing that I'm hoping to get out of the Flip is just something I can get to flip and like turn, but not, at least flatten out maybe, depending on how much angle I give it. But I'm looking for just something I can consistently get to flip up, turn, and just hold whatever line I put it on. Or if I just want to throw it flat, just know that it's going to hold that line just all the way until it gets to the ground. So we're going to do the same thing I did in my PX3 versus P3X video. Whichever disc wins gets to stay in my bag. The other disc gets kicked out and gets given away to one of y'all in the comments. Stay tuned to the end of the video for details for that, but let's go and get into it. Alright guys, we're on hole 1. This one's a par 3, 192 feet. Basket straight ahead, slightly uphill. Biggest thing to pay attention to is we've got a low ceiling. So this is actually a hole where I typically will throw a mid-range just because it's hard to get up there. But I'm going to take both of these. I'm going to throw them on the left side of this tree. See if I can get them to either push straight or turn a little bit once they get past that tree. See if we can get up there for a putt. If we go long, that's fun. Alright, I'm going to go with the Uplink first. I actually got a little bit of tailwind, so I'll probably have to throw these flat. Alright. Ooh, early, but yeah, that's like 10 feet. That's the shot shape I'm looking for, like that flat shot that'll just kind of slowly bend right, just a little early. See if we can do that with the Flip. Just like that. Get in the bucket. Ooh, cage, dang. Alright guys, we're on hole 2. This one's a par 3, 250 feet. Basket's up this way, tucked way off to the right. So for this shot, really just trying to throw these at this tree right here. See if I can get it to push for about 100 feet and then just slowly start bending right the whole way. I don't really think I can get up there for a putt. I could, but it'd have to be a perfect shot. And we've got a little bit of wind out here, so I'm not really expecting it, but main thing is just kind of like the last hole. Don't want to be in the rough on either side. Uplink still got the box. Let's see if we can get it down there. Ah, pulled it. Fall straight down. Oh, I don't know where it went. That's close. I just need it a little bit farther out to the left. That's better, but okay. Yeah, I'm going to be in the left side rough up there, but won't be near as bad as I think the Uplink might be. Okay, so the Uplink's actually in a really good spot. I've got probably about like a 60-footer. This isn't really a basket you can get a clean run on a lot of times because, as you can see, we've got a bunch of trees around it, but I can get up there for easy 3. There we go. Sit down. Yeah, perfect. All right, so the flip actually got up here to a really good spot, probably about 40 feet, give or take, but got kind of the trick putt if I want to have a chance at a birdie. So let's see if we can do this. Ah, dang. Right on the line, just couldn't give it enough power. All right, guys, we're on hole 3. This one's a par 3, 240 feet, just straight ahead. Biggest thing to pay attention to is, you can probably tell, we've got a low ceiling. Another thing you can't really see off the tee, though, is there are some branches off to the right that will catch your disc and either immediately knock them down or kick them to the right, which is really bad. So for this hole, I'm just going to throw both of these, a little bit of hyzer just to the left of the basket, see if I can get them to flip up, push, turn a little bit, but ultimately I want them to stay high, because as you can, I don't know if you can really see it on camera or not, the ground does slope up once you get to the basket, so don't want to lose too much height trying to get through this gap. No. Dang it. That's bad. Ooh, nicked it. I'm not really aiming there. I don't know why I keep throwing it right there. Well, at least that's in the middle. Ah, it's better at least. Didn't sound like it hit anything, so I might be down there. Get up there. There we go. So I actually ended up throwing a really good shot with the uplink. Just wish I did it on the first try. Alright, save the bogey. Ah, dang. Oh well. Alright guys, we're on hole 4. This one's a par 4, 441 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead through the tall grass, but in order to follow the fairway, just got to go out to the right and then it comes back to the left. So I should be able to get there with both of these. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, but this is going to be pretty tough because we kind of have like I think like a right to left headwind. So just got to be careful trying not to lose any of this disc in the tall grass, but the flip's got the box. Just got to put on some hyzer, see if I can get to push straight up this hill. There it is. Yeah, see, that's the flight I like, that I want. Something that'll flip, and even though it's coasting and pushing straight, it's not going to fade. It's just going to continue to drift right for me. Let's see if we can do that with the uplink. Yeah, and there you can see what the uplink does that I don't like, where it'll fade out of it. I want it to keep pushing right. Yeah, so this is actually be a really interesting shot because I've got to basically throw like not really a spike hyzer, but a hyzer shot that doesn't flip. And I've got a right to left wind that should help, but I'd be curious to see if I can actually throw these soft enough to where they don't flip a lot, but I can see if I can still get it all the distance I need. Let's see. Let's go on the flip first. Sit down. Looks good. I feel like they gave me a little bit more flip, but yeah, I should be good too. Okay, so they both ended up being a little short, but both of them are inside the circle, so let's go ahead and make this. This is for the flip. Yeah. Dang it. I didn't get enough power on my straddle putts. Oh, almost fell in. Alright guys, we're on hole 5. This one's a par 4, 350 feet. On this hole, we're going straight for about 150 to 200 feet, depending on which gap you want to go for. And from there, like I said, we got 2 different gaps. The shorter gap that's about 150 feet off the tee you have a straight shot down to the basket, which is downhill, right on the edge of a hill, with OB directly behind it. Then from the farther gap, you've got like a little hyzer shot into the basket, but it's a much wider gap. So I'm gonna try and go for that one with both of these. The flip still has a box. Get up there. Okay, that should be in line with the long or the short gap, which won't be too bad. Let's see if I can get the uplink up there to the long gap though. Okay, not too bad. So from here you can see what I'm talking about with the short gap. It's a very small gap, but you've got a nice straight shot at it. I'm tempted to try the flip on forehand, but we got a light left to right wind. I just got to be careful. It's like I said, there's OB pretty much directly behind the basket. So see if we can just leave this a touch short. Just a little too much turn out of the hand, but that should be easy up and down for par. So the uplink almost made it to the bigger gap, but not quite there. I think I could still go through it. Just gotta hit like a little patent pending. I don't really know if I need to put this on any anhyzer, if I can just throw it flat. Because like I said, just don't want to go long. So I don't want to give it like anhyzer, trying to flex it or anything like that. I think I'm just gonna throw it flat, just try and push it through the gap and get it to where I can hopefully have a putt, but see if we can save a par at least. Oh, get through. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. Sit, sit, sit. Ooh, okay, that's over the hill. We might, you know, it's kind of like Tiger. You don't really know if it rolled all the way down the hill and you're out of bounds, or you might be right there next to the basket. We just have to see. Part of me wants to run this because I don't think I've ever birdied this hole before, but I really need to lay this up because I don't want to go out of bounds. Take a big number for no reason. There we go. All right, so I'm not out of bounds. Luckily, I got probably like 15-foot putt, but dadgum, I gotta go like 10 feet uphill. And the sun's right in my eyes. Let's go ahead and make it. Ah, dang it. I couldn't even see where the disc went after it left my hand. All right, guys, we're on hole 6. This one's a par 3, 180 feet, just right there. I'm gonna kind of throw the same shot I've been throwing, a little bit of hyzer out of the hand, get it pop up flat, push straight, maybe turn a little bit. Just want to make sure, if anything, I hit this gap. But let's see, yep, the flip still got the box. See if we can do this. No, dang it. I hate doing that on this hole. Ah. Right, come on, uplink. There it is. Keep flipping. Yeah, perfect. All right, dang it. I want to get aggressive and try and see if I can get up there for a putt, but I don't know if I actually can. I don't really have any, yeah, I can't reach back at all, so. That'll work. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, we're on hole 7. This one's a par 3, 260 feet. Basket straight ahead, downhill, on an island green marked by the pavement on either side and the tall grass you can see in front of us. Biggest thing you gotta pay attention to, since we're throwing flippy mids, is we've got a headwind and there's water off to the right. So trying not to throw in that pond is gonna be the main goal for the shot, but let's see. Uplink's got the box. Why did I throw it out to the right? Uh-oh. It's gliding. It's not in the water. Whew. It almost went in the water, but it's not. Dadgummit. All right. More hyzer out to the left. There we go. Much better. Okay, so luckily I was able to go out there and get the uplink back, but now got to make a par putt from the drop zone. Ah, no fade. Dang, almost though. Golly, my putt's terrible today. Good grief. All right, guys, we're on hole 8. This one's a par 4, 402 feet. Basket's out this way off to the right. You can get there with a distance driver, but since we're throwing mids, I'm just going to try and throw straight shots out into the short grass on top of this hill. Biggest thing to pay attention to is the paved path off to the right is out of bounds, and once again, there's water off to the right, so I'm trying not to throw anything into the water this time. But luckily we're not throwing into a headwind, so should be at least a little bit more doable. I'm going with the flip. Kick out, kick out, kick out. Okay, we can work with that. Seems like that headwind on the last hole is gonna turn into a tailwind for this hole, so normally the wind doesn't really affect this shot too much, but I guess I'll have to throw this uplink flat to see if it will help. Give me some turn. No, I think I just threw that first one soft. But that'll be up there for probably like a 150-foot approach shot. It'll be really good. I have to try another forehand with the flip. I have to throw a little bit harder, so I think this time I'm just gonna still throw it flat, but throw it out to the right. See if I can get it to turn in late. Oh, I pulled it. Oh, I did what I wanted to do though. Oh, faded out of it. Okay. I should have a putt from there at least. Sit down, get in. Oh, dang. There we go. Get there. Dang it. Can I get anything on my putts today? Alright guys, we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. This one's a par 3, 260 feet, straight ahead. Going slightly downhill so it doesn't play quite that far. But I'm just going to throw both of these out to the left on some hyzer, see if I can get them to flip, turn towards the basket, and hopefully get an ace. Let's see, yeah, the flips. Still got the box. Ah, too low. Dang it. Sit down. Okay. That's not too bad. That's like a 50-foot putt maybe. Same line, just a little bit more height with the uplink. Ooh. Get through it. Oh. Okay. That's like a 25-footer maybe. So I'll have a little putt off. All right, let's see if I can actually make a putt. Good grief, that tailwind smashed that. There we go. Finally made one. Alright guys, that finished up our round out here. The flip is the winner by about 3 strokes, which I'm not too surprised about because I'm sure y'all could tell I was getting really nice, consistent releases out of this, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. Just something I can put on some hyzer, get the flip to flat, turn, and know that it's not going to come out unless I purposely make it come out or make it fade out. And with the Uplink, I don't really have that kind of control with it. Because I do think this is a little bit flippier than the flip out of the hand, but as y'all can see, this does have some late stability to it, which isn't something I really need. Because if I need a shot that moves from left to right that'll flatten out or kind of flex back out, I can throw an understable disc on Anheuser, and that shot's gonna be more consistent for me, because not only do I not have to worry about the wind or anything when I'm throwing an overstable disc, but it's gonna be more consistent for me when I'm not having to worry about turning this shot over or not giving enough height to where it won't come out. It's going to be a lot more of a simple shot for me to just throw an overstable disc and get the same flight I could get out of this one. But I'm not too mad at this disc. This is a really fun one. Definitely, I would say it has more flip than the flip, which is pretty funny. But definitely going to be looking forward to having the flip in the bag. But if you want to win this Uplink, I need you to go down, like and subscribe, and go down to the comments and give me another recommendation for a really flippy mid-range kind of like these. And I'll pick one of y'all in about a week, pretty much the same time I've been doing. I'll put that somewhere up on the screen right now. But I'm really looking forward to doing more stuff in this series. Y'all let me know if you have any recommendations for stuff I should try with this. Maybe if instead of doing 2 discs, I should do like 3 or 4. Or if I should do less holes, if I should do more holes. Like, y'all let me know in the comments what you think. Also, I need a name for it, so if whoever can think of a good name, please let me know. Actually, I tell you what, if you give me a recommendation for a name for this series, I'll count that as an additional entry into the giveaway for the Uplink. So it's just a bonus for any of y'all that actually stayed and watched this late into the video. So, but other than that, thank y'all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one.